The wealthiest individuals in the world may conjure images of powerful corporate tycoons, Hollywood superstars, or tech moguls. Meanwhile, Sultan Hassan al-Bolkiah of Brunei is a name that frequently avoids the spotlight despite owning one of the world's largest fortunes. He lives an unparalleled lifestyle of luxury, complete with gold-plated automobiles and castles, which makes his fortune more than simply numbers. Wondering? Let's enter the Sultan's realm, where every item represents unbridled luxury and excess has no bounds. The Sultan's mind-boggling net worth, Sultan Hassan al-Bolkiah of Brunei, is one of the wealthiest people in the world, with an estimated fortune of $30 billion. However, his riches are not from tech startups or investing in growing sectors. It is based on something much more precious: Brunei's massive oil and natural gas resources. Being one of the world's largest oil producers, Brunei has been the key to the Sultan's unimaginable wealth for decades. Unlike most billionaires, who gain wealth through companies, the Sultan's wealth is tied to his country's resources. Brunei has held oil wealth since the 1920s, and its energy exports have earned billions for many years. This foundation is the foundation of the Sultan's fortune, as his family owns a large part of Brunei's capital. It's not just about the numbers, though. When you think of $30 billion, you may picture a bank account balance, but the Sultan's fortune is much more than that. It's a lifestyle. And once you look at his incredible possessions, it's hard to wrap your head around how rich he is. His family's fortune is of the oil kind, the royal kind, and the kind that appreciates the best in art and design. This fortune provides an incredible lifestyle, including private jets and yachts, and a car collection valued at billions of dollars. These are not just any luxury products. Many are made to the Sultan's specifications, and they only get more opulent as you go down the list. It is a world of gold-plated Rolls-Royce and palaces that can easily accommodate small cities. When we dig deeper into his possessions, it becomes clear. The excesses of the Sultan of Brunei are not about money, but about living in a world where the impossible is possible. The Istana Nur al-Iman, a palace like no other. First, let's talk about his house, or his palace. It's not your typical royal home, the Istana Nur al-Iman. With an area of more than 2.1 million square feet, it is the biggest residential palace in the world, according to the Guinness World Record. To put that into context, it is around 4 times the size of Buckingham Palace. This architectural wonder was finished when Brunei gained independence from British administration in 1984. The construction of the palace cost about $1.4 billion. Istana Nur al-Iman exudes elegance in every way. It features a dining hall with 5,000 people, a mosque with 1,500 worshippers, and 1,788 rooms with 257 bathrooms. The palace is made to accommodate all of the royal family's needs. 5 swimming pools, a garage that can hold 110 automobiles, and an air-conditioned stable for the Sultan's cherished polo horses. The interiors are richly decorated with crystal chandeliers, Italian marble, and gold. It's more than simply a house. It's a declaration of unmatched riches, a car collection beyond imagination. The Sultan is well known for his passion for cars, and his collection is legendary. The Sultan has an estimated 7,000 cars in his collection, which is worth over $5 billion, making it one of the world's largest and most valuable collections. His most precious possessions are 600 Rolls-Royces, 450 Ferraris, and a fantastic collection of Bentleys, Aston Martins, and Lamborghinis. But many of these high-end cars are built specifically to satisfy the Sultan's demands. He commissioned a 24-karat gold-plated Rolls-Royce Silver Spur II for his wedding, a remarkable vehicle. At $14 million, this masterpiece is the ultimate in luxury. Another exotic car in his collection is the Ferrari Mythos, which is not even a production car. The Sultan is said to have 2 of the very few manufactured. He also owned a Porsche 959, which was tuned to the taste of the royal family. They say that some of the cars in his collection have never been used on the road. While most of us would consider it a dream to own one luxury car, the Sultan believes it is a regular Tuesday. The private jet fleet. Pick up the most luxurious villa in the world and add wings to it. That's how the Sultan of Brunei flies. The Sultan of Brunei doesn't only indulge in luxury on the ground, he also flies in style. His private jet collection is very luxurious, and one of the most famous planes in his collection is the Boeing 747-400 Flying Palace. This is not just any airplane. It is more like a mansion on an aircraft carrier flying in the sky. All the interior of the Boeing 747 is arranged so that the Sultan feels like he is in a five-star hotel. Even the handrails and the sinks in the lavatories are plated with gold on the plane. The seats are made of fine leather, and the walls are finished with fine wooden work. The washrooms are gold, and the sleeping areas resemble luxurious hotel rooms with comfortable beds and good quality linens. The Sultan of Brunei spent $233 million to purchase this plane and $100 million to have it fitted to his requirements. The jet's interior was designed to ensure that the Sultan and his family felt at home, whether traveling for business or leisure. The Sultan does not limit himself to one plane only. He also has a Boeing 767 and an Airbus A340, both designed with the same royal comfort. Whether the Sultan is flying for business or leisure, he does it in style, as shown in the following two pictures. Yachts fit for royalty. You are wrong if you ever thought that the Sultan of Brunei's luxury stopped with his private jets. The yachts are not any different, as he owns several of them, each providing comfort and luxury at its best. The Sultan has several yachts, each created to correspond to the lifestyle of the royal personage on the water. It is rumored that the Sultan has even bigger and more luxurious yachts. Information about these yachts is a well-guarded secret, but these are believed to be even more elegant and exclusive than anything most people can only dream of. These are transport vehicles and floating houses, where the Sultan entertains his guests and holds parties and other functions. These yachts are not just vessels for sailing, but are personal islands on the water with swimming pools, luxury rooms, and much more. These boats were built for the Sultan, a man who loved the best things in life, and this is evident from the comfort that these boats provide. The yacht collection is another proof of how the Sultan's wealth is not only in land, but also in the air. The Sultan's jewelry collection. The Sultan of Brunei has an unmistakable love for gold, and his jewelry collection reflects that. It is not just any jewelry, but it is crafted from the purest metals and studded with diamonds, rubies, and emeralds. He has some of the most beautiful and expensive pieces in his collection. One of his most beautiful belongings is a gold necklace with large diamonds and emeralds that shine. This beautiful necklace is often worn by the Sultan alongside his collection of diamond rings during official functions and royal events. His love for gold accessories is also evident since gold is incorporated in most of his outfits to give the royal touch. It's not just about looking good. His clothing and accessories represent Brunei's rich cultural heritage and love for all things grand. But the Sultan doesn't just keep his love for gold and jewels for himself. Even his ceremonial weapons, like swords and daggers, are made from precious metals and beautifully decorated with jewels. The Sultan's jewelry and weapons show how much he enjoys surrounding himself with the finest things. It's not just about wealth, it's about luxury, heritage, and the kind of grandeur that few people can even imagine. A royal lifestyle. The Sultan's life is as luxurious as his belongings, even in a day's simplest things. He has a team of chefs who prepare various high-quality meals with the best ingredients available in the market worldwide. He has the best designers in the world dressing him up, and a host of servants provides everything he wants. One of his favorite pastimes is polo, which is regarded as a royal sport. More than 200 polo horses, all chosen and trained to compete in international polo competitions, are housed in air-conditioned stables at the Sultan. The Sultan also has his personal property in different parts of the world, including mansions in London, Los Angeles, and Paris. These homes are his dens, giving him comfort and seclusion. The wealth of the Sultan of Brunei cannot be attributed solely to modern-day oil profits. The royal family has always been closely connected with the country's wealth to guarantee their well-being. The controversies of excess. The Sultan of Brunei's wealth and luxurious lifestyle are impressive, but have also caused some debate. Some people feel that it's not fair for one person to live in such extreme luxury, while others in the country don't have the same opportunities. Brunei is rich because of its oil and gas, but there is still a difference between the wealthy and those who live with less. On the other hand, the Sultan's supporters argue that he has used his wealth to improve Brunei in many ways. For example, he has invested much in the country's infrastructure, ensuring good roads, modern buildings, and clean public spaces. This helps make the country a better place for everyone to live. He has also spent a lot on healthcare. Many people in Brunei have free access to good hospitals and medical treatment, which is a big help to the country's citizens. The Sultan has also made sure that education is available to everyone. Schools and universities are free, so young people can get a good education and have better chances for a successful future. While some people think the Sultan's life is too extravagant, others believe that his investments in healthcare, education, and public services have helped the people of Brunei. Conclusion: a world beyond imagination. The Sultan of Brunei and his family live a life entirely of luxury that most people can only imagine. They own the world's largest palace and a car collection worth billions. These are just some of the amazing things that show their wealth. But their story is not just about money. It's also about tradition, power, and a royal family that fascinates the world. The Sultan's life gives us a peek into a world of riches far beyond what most people experience. Whether you admire, envy, or have other thoughts, one thing is clear: the Sultan's family is more prosperous than you think. What do you think about their luxurious lifestyle? Don't forget to like this post, subscribe to the channel, and stay updated with more fascinating stories.